find me, and this is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 4, Episode 1 and 2. That's right, I'm back. I'm ready to review these episodes, and hells yeah, let's get to it. Last time on My Little Pony, Twilight Sparkle had become an alicorn. She is now ready to be a princess. She is crowned Princess Twilight Sparkle. But before the coronation and the celebration of the holiday of the sun that was in the first episode of Season 1 that I don't remember the name of, Twilight Sparkle is actually feeling a little distant to being a princess. One, she has to get used to having wings, which actually makes a lot of sense, because she's never had wings before, so she has to learn how to fly. Two, she doesn't want to be seen as any different around her friends. She doesn't like the title of princess. She wants to be known as Twilight Sparkle, not Princess Twilight, especially amongst her closest friends who have been with her through thick and thin. Very selfless. Thank you. And number three, the day of the coronation, suddenly, the moon and the sun are still in the sky, and Celestia and Luna both have gone missing. Not only that, but there are more these crazy weeds and vines and thorns and rain clouds with spikes in them, I don't get that, are going around and taking over Ponyville, and soon all of Equestria. Where did this all come from? How did this happen? Where did Princess Celestia and Luna go? Why are the moon and the sun sitting in the same sky? Does Discord have anything to do with this? If so, how? And why? What is the connection to the elements of harmony? Does this have anything to do with our past as well as our future? Find out more right now. Oh man, dude, I have not watched this show in a while. A long while. I'm not gonna lie. That's why you don't get regular reviews from me. But yeah, nah, this was a good two-parter. This was not a bad two-parter. Some logic flaws. I'm gonna get into the logic flaws first, as to get all the bad stuff out of the way. As I said in the recapping of that, of all of that, just all of that. Some of the logic problems were dealing with Twilight Sparkle herself. Those were the most glaring, at least. Pinkie Pie, of course, is awesome. Applejack, awesome. Rainbow Dash, doing their thing. Everybody doing their thing. It's Twilight Sparkle that really kind of was like, in a quest to give her character development, they kind of eschewed her intellect a bit. You see, when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh, she's stupid. No. It's like, there's a part where she realizes she has to go do something, and has to go warn her friends because everything's gone missing. And she goes out to go find her friends in Ponyville because she's in Camelot, and she's like, let's take a train. And then Spike's like, you can fly. And they were like, oh, yeah, I can fly now. And I'm like, yeah, but if you're that uncomfortable with flying to a point where, for some reason, Twilight Sparkle has a seatbelt in her ass, she's part suburban. When they're about to make a crash landing, Twilight Sparkle teleports. She teleports out of the way, like that. Hey Twilight, if you were so uncomfortable with flying, you could have teleported. You teleport a lot in this episode. She teleports a lot of things in this episode. She teleports a letter out of sight in this episode. She teleports herself. She teleports Spike. And later on in other episodes, she'll start teleporting around to dodge people. Like other ponies, like in the mid-fight, she'll teleport like out of the way and such. So I'm like, you can freely teleport. You're like Nightcrawler. Why would you ever fly or take a train when you can teleport? It's like that old question of, if you can fly, why would you ever teleport? But if you ever teleport, why would you ever fly? Because if you have one or the other, it's quicker transportation. But not only that one, when she's freaking out about being a princess, about being in charge, but when guards come up and say, yo, we need a plan, I'm like, Twilight, this is no different from you leading your friends. You do it all the time. You always come up with a plan. And she does. She immediately comes up with a plan and then goes, whew! I'm like, that's not different from whatever you usually do. And I thought she would get a lot more comfortable with it after that, and of course not. And they summon Discord, going, okay, all this weird shit happening? Discord. This all smells of Discord. And I thought that was going to be it too. But I knew there was something more, because it couldn't be that easy. So Discord shows up, does his Q thing, which, honestly, now that I've watched enough Star Trek The Next Generation and then came back to My Little Pony, Discord is Q. Like, straight up. Like, they didn't even, like, if there was a twist that Discord's race is a made-up fucking thing, and he's just a Q from freaking Star Trek Next Generation, I could see that coming. Because Q can shapeshift. He can be anything. He could be just messing around in the My Little Pony universe just for the heck of it. I kind of want him to make a reference to Jean-Luc Picard, just to skew the lines. That would be so fun. But yeah, they summon Discord. Of course, they all blame him, except for Fluttershy, who's trying to stay, trying to keep the reformed idea that maybe he's not evil anymore. He's probably cooling down. I mean, he's not evil, but he's a douche, but he's not evil. But yeah. So of course, Discord leads them to Zecora, which is already suspect. To Zecora, who's like, whoa, Force has gotten way too wild even for me. So this ain't the Everfree Force, because they think the Everfree Force is invading Ponyville, which it's not. It's something else. It's these weird vines and clouds. I don't get the clouds. I really don't. I know they did it so that, people in the Pegasi can also be threatened by something, but how in the hell did the plants get in the clouds and then grow thorns? That makes no sense. I mean, maybe what comes later. Okay, later on we figure out that it's these are thorny roots that are supposed to be entrapping the magical tree that controls damn near everything in Equestria, the Tree of Harmony. And so we can suspect that it's using the magic of the tree to make clouds with thorns, and I don't know. That's just speculation on my part. Anywho, now, one of the weirder things, of course, is that Discord shows Zecora. Zecora is like, yo, I have this potion. Drink it, Twilight Sparkle, with your magic. Because you have Alicorn magic now. You can see into the past. She sees into the past, and we see the most interesting thing yet. We actually get to see what happened between Luna and Celestia during the time that they first fought and sent her to the moon. And they see it. And a lot of people kept saying, like, before this, of course, everyone's like, Celestia's a tyrant and banished her sister for trying to be equal. No, Luna shot her in the chest. Yeah, no, you're up in the moon. It was actually a really cool scene. It was really, really cool. I liked it. But, again, logic issues. Why did it show her this moment? Due to the fact that you later on figure out that it's to show her how all this happened. And it shows her the elements of harmony being used, but it also shows the elements of harmony being used on Discord later on in another flashback where we see Luna and Celestia banish Discord. And that is far more important than the proceedings of her Celestia banishing Luna. Due to the fact that banishing Discord is what started this. It's everything to do with what's going on. The thorns are seeds that Discord threw onto the ground to try to make them grow and capture the Tree of Harmony beforehand, but the Tree of Harmony was protected by the elements of harmony, which were taken out by Luna and Celestia so that they could go trap Discord. So that was the thing, and of course the thorns never got out, Well, they did get out, but they couldn't get past the magical barrier around the tree until, oh, way past, until they had enough power to break through. And then it captured the tree and then started growing all this stuff. Discord, of course, never told anybody this because he's like, where's the fun in that? And I'm like, yeah, you're still filming. Yeah, I gotta give you that one. But of course, Twilight Sparkle figures out what to do. And another logic problem was Twilight gets attacked in the Everfree Forest by some plants that spray gas. And it's like, she's like, no! And I was like, oh no, if only she had magic to protect her. Yeah. You can blast these things or create a force field around yourself to protect yourself, but no, just you just do that. You just run around and get sprayed in the face. Because the thing is, it's not even like I'm nitpicking that because later on she zaps the plant. Like even in a weakened, like almost half unconscious state, she still has the power to blast these things to Kingdom Come. Yet she just doesn't do it for a long time. But whatever. She figures out that the Tree of Harmony needs the elements of harmony back due to the fact that when they took out the elements of harmony, the magic was still there, but it was a little weakened. So the Tree of Harmony actually couldn't sustain the plants and the evergreen forest and everything around it. So they gave up their powers, well, not their powers, but the elements of harmony to restore the Tree of Harmony, which vaguely looks like a different rendition of the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, from Norse mythology. For those who don't know, Yggdrasil is the Tree of Life that holds the, was it 9 or 7 realms together. Midgard being our realm, and if you've ever watched a Thor movie, you know the rest of the realms. Or read Thor comics. Just go Google it, basically. And of course, I liked the design of the tree. I liked how it looked like it kind of was Yggdrasil, with all the powers interconnecting and being an element of the world, and the tree itself holding the world together and containing, and it was really cool. And of course, when all the stuff is put back, a new safe is put up with 6 keyholes for the 6 locks. And what does it do? We don't know. My guess is we have to go get 6 Keyblade Masters and have them open it up. So that won't be hard. We just gotta grab Riku, Kairi, Sora, Aqua, Mickey, and shit, I forgot the other Kingdom Hearts character who has Keyblade. Frack it. Joke's dead. Anyway, yeah, no, this two-parter was a really good two-parter. It had its logic problems, but it didn't stop me from enjoying it. I really liked it. It's a good jumping on point. It's a good season 4. My brother actually didn't watch season 3, so when he was watching it with me, he was like, wait, when did Twilight Sparkle become an alicorn? And then I just was like, well, at the end of it, she became an alicorn. And he's like, oh, okay. And then, it kept going from there. You didn't need to know much else after that, because everything else was technically self-explanatory. Even Discord goes, remember, I was reformed in that episode that Fluttershy helped me reform. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good episode. I really liked it. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Again, the logic issues kind of dampen it, but learning more about the mythology, more about the past, makes the episode a lot better for me because it's building on its backlog, its backstory. It's making it a lot more enjoyable to be in this world. And I really like that. So, I'm going to be gone, catching up on these dang episodes. So, until next time, y'all. Peace. Whew. Man. Popcorn.